All right, what's up? So this story time is going to be about when I got expelled, kind of from a school that was pretty much breaking down. It was a private school, so this is a pretty crazy one. I came to school one day thinking it was going to be like a perfectly fine day. It was no other than every other day at that school. So I ended up coming to school one day, went to math, and it was pretty boring. We would like just sit there. The math teacher was pretty cool. I remember his name. He was always like he was always like just entertaining and made sure that we were entertained in a way that no other teacher would do in that school. So we were pretty lucky to have him. In the morning, we would usually do like I was gonna say Spanish. We would do like math, reading, then like science, and then the last class it would be like something special like gym or something. But this time I was in like eighth grade. So this year we didn't really have gym. We used to just go to tech. And this tech thing, it was like a place where we were supposed to go and mess with computers and do all this technical stuff. And so we ended up going, well, we went from lunch. And after lunch, we went to tech. When we went to tech, it was like this fat, lazy eyed dog of a person. It was a lady, and she didn't like. She just genuinely looked like, oh my god, Xbox notification. She just genuinely looked like she did not like doing her job. Like if you like picture a pig rolling in mud, not wanting to move, not even want to like roll over for comfort, that's exactly what she is. She didn't want to do anything. Her facial expression looked like a bulldog, and I just did not like her. She was always like this type of lady that just didn't care. She didn't want to help with anything. She just wanted to go to work and leave. Like your purpose to come to work was to help kids whenever they needed help, and you acted like you didn't even want to do that. That's one thing. That's one thing I really hated about her. Like some of the kids that actually needed help, she just wouldn't want to help, or if she did help, she would just like do it with zero maximum amount of effort. Like you never wanted to help at all. So this day, she had the dumb idea for a technical class to say, okay, instead of messing with computers, we're gonna make slingshots out of hot sticks, hot glue and sticks. So it was basically like we have to get a spoon, get some hot sticks, and put them together and make some sort of a slingshot. And this hot glue, it was like this type of brick. You've probably seen it before. It was this type of hot glue that was in a gun, and the gun you got to put like this little brick thing in the back of it and just squeeze it out, and it'll turn to hot glue. So when you first squeeze it out, it's like piping hot. So you're not supposed to touch it. No, you're not really supposed to touch it at all. But you know. So I was sitting there, the only person in the class, literally the only person in the class actually trying to do his project. And I didn't even know what I was going to make. I was literally, my idea was I can't make a slingshot, so I'm just going to make a tower. And I was making a tower, and right next to it, I was going to make like a, uh, a dick shaped little tower right next to it just to be funny and then throw it away. So I ended up making a tower, and I was gonna get started on the other one. And right as soon as I was gonna like get started on it, I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm just gonna give him like two. His name started with SH. So SH came from behind me with this hot glue on a stick, this burning hot glue on a stick, and he had the best idea to just like tag the side of my neck with it. And I got up and I literally picked up this big old tower of sticks and glue and chucked it at him. And the teacher somehow, like, she literally stood up and said, "Why are you guys like playing?" Like she had like a deep voice for a lady. So she was like, "Why are you guys playing? Why did you just throw that why did you just throw your project at him?" And I was like, "Bro, this guy just literally smacked me on the side of my neck, almost gave me like third-degree burns. This man just really tagged me with my glue." And he sat there and he lied, and me and him went back and forth for a while. And so I picked up this hot glue gun, and then I put it on a stick. and I was gonna hit him with it, and I was like, nah, this is a waste of time. And he went his way, I went my way, and I was gonna get back to like making a brand new project, and then I ended up tossing the hot glue that was on the stick. I just tossed it because I was done with it, and Faith had different plans for that hot glue. Apparently, I chucked it, and when I chucked it, I looked down and I looked up, and this girl, Jay, I was sitting by her. She had hot glue all on her arm by this small piece of hot glue. This small piece of hot glue on the stick. She had it on her arm and was literally screaming and crying. I was like, "What happened?" Like I literally looked down for not even a second. And my friend L, he looked at it and he was like, "Bro, you burned her with hot glue. You can get expelled like that." And that's like the last thing I heard him say before I heard administration come in. Well, it wasn't even administration. It was like some sort of a dean or something that could like he can help you get suspended or expelled. And so he ended up like not he ended up not caring this day. He literally came in and told me, "Okay, you got to go to the office." I waited by the office. He came back. He said, "Dude, you gave her third-degree burns." I was like, "You're lying. I want to see the picture." He showed me a picture, and it was like a little scratch mark on there. And I was like, "That's not third-degree burns." He was like, "Yes, it is." And I guess since because I was in eighth grade and he was older than me, he thought I didn't really pay attention as much, or I really wasn't the type of person to look up stuff like this. But I knew, and I still know to this day what third degree burns look like, and that wasn't it. Like maximum was like first degree because it wasn't even like it was like it looked like a red mark on her arm, and then he was talking about some. It's gonna leave scars. It's gonna do this. It's gonna do that. You're gonna get expelled. You're getting put up for expulsion. And I was like, I don't care. I didn't do anything. It was an accident. That school was literally breaking down. People were gambling. People were like shooting. Like this guy BJ was his nickname. He brought weed and like iPhones to that school and got expelled for it. I literally chuck hot glue on a small stick and it lands on the girl, marks her, and I get put up for expulsion. So I ended up like leaving that school before I could get put up for expulsion, and then I just go to a totally different school. He was gonna like try his utmost best to try to get me expelled from that school. So to not have that on my record, I just left it before anything could happen. They said that we're gonna have a meeting. They said the other one. We're gonna talk about this. Never had a meeting. Sent the paper in the mail. Said, okay, you don't have to come back here if you don't want to. And then I just never went back. That exact day was like random to me. I wanted to leave that school early, but I didn't know that that was how I was going to leave it early. That school was breaking down. The dean was kind of like a perv. He was like always around little kids and he left. So when the assistant principal leaves for a reason that you don't even know, something like is going on. Like the assistant principal is like he was like this dark skinned Agent 47 looking person. And he had a beard and he was like super pervy. He just gave you that weird vibe. And he was like skinny. So whenever like I think about that school and I think about the day that I got apparently kicked out of that school, I always think like that school's breaking down. I wonder how it looks now. Like there's no good kids there. People were gambling there. People were cussing there. People were fighting there almost all the time. It's literally a video. They made a high school version of that school, and so it's like two girls were fighting in there. And I'm just thinking like, bro, how if that's how the high school looks, how does like the middle school look? But yeah, getting kicked out of that school, it didn't really hold me back. I didn't flunk. I actually passed, and now I'm in high school. So it all ended up well for me. I I'm gonna be making more videos like this in the future. Tell me if you like stuff like this, and I'll come out with more of it. And anything besides that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.